Hello, my name is Justin Urquhart Stewart, and welcome back to those of you who've been on this before. And if you haven't seen this little portion we do, then you're very welcome. And what I normally try and do is actually pick out sort of the items of the week that I think we should actually try and identify and either use to our advantage to either try and make some money or make sure we don't lose any money. Anyway, so the adventure continues as around the world economies try to work out what to do next as a result of the pandemic. And we can criticize them easily, but actually no one's lived through this before in terms of actually having the experience of how to manage our way through. But the fear has actually led people to one area which is getting a lot of publicity, and I did mention last week that I was going to talk about it, and that is, of course, gold. Now, gold has been an investment, been around for, well, it's probably the oldest investment we've actually had. And that's, you will often hear when you're talking about gold, people call gold bugs. That's the enthusiasts for gold investing will come out and swear to you that it's been the best investment ever since Cleopatra. Well, I'm sure it is, but I wasn't around then, and frankly, it didn't do her a great deal of good, and certainly not the asp. So investing in gold is something I've never really liked. Why? Because what does it do for you? One of the best ways of making money out of certainly the stock market is compounding your returns over time, i.e. getting the benefit of reinvesting your dividends and coupons and such like, and you build that up over time. Unfortunately, of course, with gold, there is no yield. It doesn't pay you anything at all. It just goes up and down. And so that's it. It's deeply unexciting. So you invest in gold, what can you actually do with it? Not a great deal. You could actually have the gold, you could hold on to it, looks quite nice. You could maybe lick it for a while, put it on a pillow next to you, feel nice and comfortable. But that's really about it. So why do you invest in gold? Well, obviously on the hope it's going to go up, or maybe as a protection if everything else is going down. And of course we are in a strange world where, of course, now interest rates have meant that bonds are often giving you a negative return. Certainly any return you've got is less than the rate of inflation. Equities, well, there's some return there, but you can see the growth has been a fairly narrow area, particularly in terms of the high-tech stocks. So actually what's happened? So there's been a level of fear that people actually therefore come back to gold and say, maybe that's the best alternative I've got for the moment. Now the gold price has already risen quite strong. You go back to April when all those factors were there and people looked around and said, well, maybe gold is going to be more attractive. And since then it's gone up by around about 32%. Compare that with the NASDAQ, which is actually more than that, and even the S&P 500 has gone up a little bit more than that. So you can't say that actually equity markets have been poor, but they've certainly been riskier. Gold has gone up a lot, and gold has got a certain amount of momentum behind it to say it could go further. Other people regularly use gold, and you actually see the demand from it, say for example, with Indian weddings. But actually an awful lot of Indian weddings have been postponed and delayed, so someone is buying this stuff. Now, if you're looking at this in America, you're obviously with the dollar, and it's priced in dollars, and so therefore that's nice and easy. If, however, you're looking at this from another country and you have another currency, then you have to put it back into that currency to actually see if you're making money. So the British, for example, with sterling, would have actually had an extra kicker because actually the dollar's gone down, sterling's gone up, because gold's priced in dollars, therefore you'd have had an extra boost of roughly around about 8 to 10% over the past few months. That's quite encouraging. But the price of gold could actually stay absolutely static, but sterling then moves the other way and you can find yourself losing it. So gold can be a good investment because it can protect, certainly in times of inflation, it should follow that up and provide a protection there. So be very wary though. It can go down a lot faster than it goes up. So I always like to try and have a little bit in there, but frankly, in my view, the best date is already passed. And so remember gold, use it for times of fear and weakness. It's not always consistent, but it's a valuable part of your knowledge, and it could be a valuable part of your portfolio. Good luck, stay safe, and make sure you look after your money. Speak soon, I hope. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.